Welcome everyone to Old School Raw, the first ever Old School Raw, where we're taking a year back to one of the best video games ever made, Wwe 2K14. One of our sponsors tonight, Wwe 2K14. The game is great, and of course Popeye's Chicken and Biscuits, Louisiana Fast, all that sorts of stuff. We got Antonio Cesaro making his way to the ring, taking back the Antonio in the old school fashion of things tonight, and he's out here. We don't know why. He could be having a match. He could be talking. He could be beating the shit out of Will or something. I don't know. By the way, I'm Jack Epicster, I'm joined by Will.
Yo.
As not always, because a lot of times Will doesn't do commentary. But he's here at the moment. Old School Raw. And here's Cesaro. He's talking.
It's like actually a promo.
Both very true points. And there we see. That is also true. He's the #1 contender. And we're taking you back. This is it's quite a while ago, about 2 months ago. It's on the 7th JW Raw, I believe. This was Champion versus Champion was the title. This was the European Champion, Cesaro at the time, versus at the time the World Heavyweight Champion, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And Cesaro did indeed get the victory on this. Yeah, that's Cesaro. That's what he's talking about. And would you look who it is? CM Punk is making his way to the ring now, of course, at Payback. We do know that CM Punk lost that World Heavyweight Championship. He beat Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania, carried it to Payback, and he lost that to Ryback in a triple threat match between Hulk Hogan himself and, of course, Ryback, winning the title. Champions rematch. He lost that title. Both these men arguing, just yelling at each other. They don't know sure what to do. And oh, would you look who it is? It's the general manager, Triple H. Oh, a huge announcement from Triple H. A 6-man battle royal. And whoever wins that will go to Money in the Bank and face Ryback. Huge news. Not sure how fair it is to both Punk and Cesaro. As one of the other 4 men in that match. Here's the match right here. You can see either Kevin Nash, Batista, CM Punk, Antonio Cesaro, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, or Shawn Michaels face Ryback at Money in the Bank. And if it is not CM Punk or Cesaro, I'm sure that both of them will be infuriated. Because obviously not rightful #1 contenders in their own minds. Given this random opportunity, though, as we're making our way to our first match here of the night, our first scheduled match. This is a Money in the Bank qualifying match. And it's Chris Jericho, apparently with a Twitter, back in like 10 years ago. Or
Yo, he invented Twitter.
He invented Twitter. I mean, he did invent everything. He invented this game. It's great.
Yeah. I don't think he invented 2K15 though.
2K15. I don't know.
I almost said 16.
I hope he invents 2K16. So it's great. Obviously, the inventor of everything, Chris Jericho, not too successful here in the WWE 2K15. But this is 2K14. So could a freak thing happen where Chris Jericho could get a victory finally? After, what is this, the 13th JW Raw? That's 13 weeks. That's like 3 months of just, not a single victory. Any pay-per-view, any show. But of course we had the very successful Damien Sandow. And this beautiful entrance road. And it's going to make me tear up how amazing it is that we cannot have this in a current game. Speaking of which, the arena also cannot have this in a current game. You got that nice smaller crowd, the logo there on the stage, and the whole ring is different. And then we see this amazing, like, bingo hall looking crowd.
The ring is much bigger than it is in 15.
Much bigger, that is true. The scaling and all that. It's one thing 2K15 did better, but one thing 2K15 did not do better is Damien Sandow, because he's got that jobber ass entrance that is just horrible. Look at this. Look at that. Take it in, Will. Look, he's crying over it. God damn.
Oh God.
Oh God. As the match begins, oh God is what both of these men.
Fucking 2K.
2K.
Bunch of bitches.
You heard it first. Letting all it out here on Old School Raw as Chris Jericho gets the chop. And, attempted drop kick there. But Chris Jericho apparently caught him. And his head goes right into the turnbuckles. Very Damien Sandow thing to do there. As that nice suplex. Now the trips him. I don't fucking know. And Damien Sandow drop kick, and it's
Dodged.
Chris Jericho got out of the way. Dodged. Absolutely. Almost like a loss for words of just the different pacing in this in 2K14 as you compare it to 15. Just such a quick match as that dropkick is reversed. Now both these men taking their time to taunt Chris Jericho, but really getting into it. As Damien Sandow's with a sea of boos right now, I guess showing off his athletic prowess with the cartwheel.
He did the cartwheel. Oh my god. Is that even in 2K15?
It is. I do it like every week.
Oh.
God damn it.
I missed it.
Float over neckbreaker
I miss
by
it every
Chris
week.
Jericho. You missed it like every week. God damn. Nonetheless, reversal chop by Damien Sandow. Very back and forth. Not something I'd expect with the just dominant style of Damien Sandow and how little momentum Chris Jericho has had. But he's looking pretty good right now. And Sagari reversed. And a chop again by Damien Sandow. Chris Jericho's chest must be fucked up after all these chops. Again, I think that was another one I missed. Oh my god. Damien Sandow now dragging Chris Jericho to the mat. And this is the Kabito de Akiet. I hope I said that right. The elbow of disdain applied to the heart of Chris Jericho. And now it's looking much more like a Damien Sandow-sided match. As he's calling for his finisher. And there it is.
Rock
Damien
bottom.
Sandow.
Rock bottom.
Boggout. It's the rock
Bookend.
bottom. It would be the book of Ezekiel.
What's Matt Hardy's? What's that called?
I have no idea. But Damien Sandow is going to win the match. As we try to think of what Matt Hardy's finishing move is. Or something. Yeah.
It's on the fucking tip of my tongue.
It's on the tip of Will's tongue. But nonetheless, Damien Sandow got the victory there. Largely, in fact, due to that elbow of disdain there. Very nice move. And then the finishing move. The bookend sort of rock bottom move that I don't know that like everyone does. And Damien Sandow brushing off Chris Jericho. And adding another notch in his belt as he's getting the victory.
He has the actual winning scene.
The actual winning scene. Yeah, where Chris Jericho is actually laying in the pain of that elbow disdain. But Damien Sandow is going to Money in the Bank. And I could see him going all the way and winning that briefcase. And of course, the winner of that has the opportunity to cash in on any of the world champions on their show. So Damien Sandow going for the Raw briefcase, of course. And there will also be a SmackDown one. And here comes Kane now. This is not a Money in the Bank match. We're not sure why Kane is even out here. I guess you can call it a non-scheduled match, but we don't know who Kane's opponent will be. I guess, can we call this an open challenge?
Sure.
Sure. Why not? This is Kane, and he's making his way to the ring. That nice Attitude Era style gear. This is the inverse time. Looks like about 2000, 2001. And another great old school throwback here for Kane. As if he wasn't old school enough on JWRO with that 2002 look. He's digging way deep with this one. And he's brought it out here for us tonight on Old School Raw in WWE 2K14 or 14 I should say, for 1 week only. And Kane making his way for a match. And we're going to find out his opponent shortly. And look who it is. It's the Macho Man. And I should be a lot more excited right now. Because this man is making his debut here. The madness is real. And Macho Man Randy Savage is making his way to the ring. That's amazing. We are in the presence of the Macho Man. He has resurrected and joined us on Old School Night. An Old School Night for JW Raw. And that's as much excitement as you'll get. But Macho Man, he's here. He's in the building. Will's at a loss for words. I mean, he always is, but, you know. But this gives him an excuse now to not talk. Because look at I don't even know. Macho Man.
He's alive?
Savage. Sure.
He's alive?
Yeah. He's the Macho Man. He's immortal.
God damn.
WWE Immortals, one of our sponsors. Macho King was a challenge. Recently added like Ultimate Warrior and like Big E. And, this like weird like kissy scene with like Randy Orton and John Cena on like a rooftop.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't play the game for like a week.
So yeah, Macho Man making his way to the ring, and he's gonna face Kane in this impromptu match. Very nice old school surprise for us here tonight on Old School Raw. And I'm just in shock here. The Macho Man finally making his debut. I know it's been requested ever since that DLC was announced. A few times requested to have Macho Man. And the likes of others such as Ed and Christian who have now made their way onto different shows. But Kane with that chop goes for the pin. What an upset that would be. And
that was one hell of a chop.
That was one freaking hell of a chop, and not as impressive by Macho Man. But he's still going for the pin, I guess, mocking Kane, and Kane kicks out at a bit later than the one that Macho Man's was. And now just the repeated strikes, and you see really the pacing of this this game. Now Fireman's Carry applied, spinning Kane all around. Look at the strength by the Macho Man. And drops him. Attitude adjustment.
Go for the pin.
Go for the pin.
He's dead.
He's fucking dead. And Kane did that clothesline to the back of the neck of Macho Man. There's that snapmare and a nice knee now by Macho Man. That knee drop. Isn't this great? This old school Raw. I'm enjoying myself on old school Raw here tonight, and this match just made it a whole lot better. That DDT by Kane. And now Kane going to the top. Goes for the drop kick. It is reversed. Why would Kane go for a drop kick?
This is like 2000s Kane.
It's like 2000s Kane. That gives him an excuse to go for a drop kick.
Yeah, where he could actually do shit.
Double X handle by Macho Man. I still do not agree with that drop kick. It may have cost him the entire match. Body slam by the Macho Man. And the taunt is interrupted by walking for some reason. Macho Man now taking his time here, dragging Kane. Really taking his time here. Like, really taking his time. But Macho Man, he's on the top rope. Elbow to the heart. Another elbow. I guess you can call it the elbow of macho-ness as compared to the elbow of disdain, but the elbow of macho-ness has been applied. Going for the cover. And the Macho... Oh, look at Kane was going to kick out there, but it was the victory for Macho Man. And a very nice debut for Kane. And Kane has really been part of so many great moments here in the JW. Damien Sandow's 2K15 debut, in which Kane Dow was the really first time we saw Damien Sandow. Who's now going into Money in the Bank. Could win that. Really success story. Coming originally from Kane, I guess you could say. Macho Man making his debut. I remember, off the top of my head, some very nice moments in WWE 13 with a tag team with The Undertaker, either on Raw or on SmackDown, with the Attitude Era versions and the current versions of those characters. If you remember the Paul Bearer tribute episode with The Undertaker and Kane.
I still have that video.
Will still has that video. He didn't delete shit. I did. For life from the Macho Man. Joining the NWO confirmed. And that's a very interesting point.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining either. But Macho Man may be part of this NWO that we've had, or he's just riding alone. But already into our next match, because fuck entrances. It's Cody Rhodes and R-Truth. Another Money in the Bank qualifying match. And obviously, R-Truth's gonna win. Like, you know, just the build-up of Cody Rhodes and how many times R-Truth has lost. But R-Truth is going to win. It's obvious. It's impeccable. But nonetheless, Cody Rhodes, that nice drop kick to R-Truth. And we saw a little bit of back and forth locking up in the early goings. Now Cody Rhodes...
back when locking up was easier.
Yeah, back when it wasn't a mini-game. Oh my god, that nice move. That the one arm by R-Truth. The underdog, really, the biggest underdog would be R-Truth if he did come out with the victory here. It's another tough break for R-Truth in this season. Was part of the much more successful Team Drugs in WWE 13. If you do remember that. Of course you remember that. It's the greatest tag team. Cody Rhodes totally did not botch there. Totally didn't. He hit those knees. And just like he hit that kick to the back of R-Truth, and now Cody Rhodes is looking to end this match early, as if it hasn't been a quick match already. The springboard and the beautiful disaster is applied, and what a beautiful move that is. And now Cody Rhodes already calling for that crossroads. Gets R-Truth in it, and it connects. And there we see that nice slow-mo camera flashing thing that they used to do in these games. And Cody Rhodes is going to come out victorious for Old School Night. And he's another member of the Money in the Bank briefcase match. And that's a match that I'm heavily going to enjoy, just because Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes are in it. I don't care if Santino and the Great Khali and like the Usos or something are in this match. I don't care, because it's got Damien Sandow, it's got Cody Rhodes. It's a great match. And I don't know why I said the Usos. The Usos are a good team. You know, let's go to this 2K14 roster. Let's look. I have the game open right here. Oh wait, Cody Rhodes just beating the shit out of R-Truth. Nonetheless, getting the chair. Was not expecting this. But, I mean, I heard the bell. Cody Rhodes just assaulting R-Truth with that steel chair. And it's a 6-man battle royal for our main event. And as the members of that match are making their way to the ring right now, you're seeing a match card. Because fuck entrances. So Kevin Nash, Batista, CM Punk, Cesaro, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and Shawn Michaels in that nice retro outfit are all competing for a shot to face Ryback at Money in the Bank. There's a JW logo for some reason. I'm going to delete this, but it's on our screen at the moment. As the match starts, and a bro kick is attempted by Cesaro, looked like. You see Hogan and Batista brawling out over there. A nice match between Punk and Shawn Michaels in the corner. And in the other corner, we got Cesaro and the big daddy cool Kevin Nash. And back to my point that I was saying, I wouldn't care if like Jinder Mahal or like Yokozuna or something, just because he's like, you know, old. And who else is here?
Goldberg.
Goldberg. Oh, that would be amazing. Goldberg. That would just be amazing. I'm looking for people that suck, like Tensai or something.
King Kong Bundy.
No, King Kong Bundy's amazing. All right. You know. Yeah.
David Otunga.
David Otunga. You get the point. I wouldn't really care who's in that match, because Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes are both going for that briefcase, and as long as one of them wins it, my world is a great world.
So 2 people were eliminated. We didn't even see that.
It was Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels. Diesel and Shawn Michaels. Diesel, you know, is well part of this roster of 2K15. I'm looking at right now, Cesaro almost gets eliminated there. And it was such an amazing move that it had to be zoomed in on. But Cesaro's getting out of it now. Hogan looks to eliminate Batista, but does not. And this is really down to the 4 real contenders for this title. Maybe not Batista, but if Cesaro can eliminate Batista right here, Batista has gone over the top, and he does. And it's now down to Hogan, Cesaro, and CM Punk. So 2 of the men out of these 3, of course, were placed in this match because of Triple H. Probably would have been in this match anyway, unless that was an impromptu match. But CM Punk, he's got Cesaro on the shoulders, and it's a go to sleep. And that just may be what Cesaro is doing right now, and that may have cost him his entire match at Money in the Bank with Ryback. But he's got to go through Hulk Hogan and CM Punk to do that. Currently not in a great state, but Hulk Hogan now. What a shocking upset to the fans of the JW would this be. Oh, in the circle of life, I guess. Hulk Hogan eliminates CM Punk. You know, CM Punk overcoming the NWO at WrestleMania, winning the world title, and it's all come back to this. Hulk Hogan eliminating Punk from the match, and he's not going to Money in the Bank, so it's all up to Cesaro now to please the fans, I guess, and make sure we don't have Hulk Hogan and Ryback at Money in the Bank, because I'm sure everyone would love that match, obviously. Obviously. But Cesaro, he's looking pretty confident. He's got the move.
That's his third
uppercut.
That's his third uppercut.
That is his 3rd uppercut, because he did have the 2 close range uppercuts. And that nice springboard one to cap it all off. Cesaro now with 2 finishers. We're waiting, Cesaro. Punch. Show's over, yay. Oh no. Hulk Hogan is staying in this match. This is absolutely insane. Like, this is really insane. Like, Hulk Hogan should just leave. But, you know, Cesaro is still trying to work on Hulk Hogan, I guess. But the immortal one, Hulk Hogan. He's telling Cesaro to bring it, and he just did with that big boot. Hulk Hogan is not going to move in, but he's still in the match. Cesaro now. That deadlift slam. I don't know if it's actually called a deadlift slam, but it looks like a deadlift, so I'm calling it that.
Lifting life.
I mean, Cesaro, of course, big into the lifting life. But Cesaro now, clothesline! And he finally takes out Hulk Hogan, and he's facing Ryback at Money in the Bank in 3 weeks' time. Right here on the YouTube channel. So, here's the 6 man in the match with fuck highlights. And here's his winning scene, where Cesaro's going to bark like a dog. And, you know, here it is. Wait for it. Well, here's Hogan in dismay. But, here's Cesaro barking like a dog. The reason you clicked on this video right there. And Cesaro is going to be facing Ryback in all seriousness at Money in the Bank. And quite a fun night it has been for old school Raw. We should
just re-record this winning scene.
Just re-record this winning scene. Fuck that. Fuck winning scenes. It has been old school Raw. It's been an honor for you to watch this. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make
We're
sure to do
barking.
all that stuff. Zara barking. Watch SmackDown.